What if I told you that someone earning $40,000 a year could be closer to financial freedom than someone making six figures? Sounds crazy, right? But here's the thing. Wealth isn't about what you earn. It's about what you keep. And there's one specific number that separates people who are constantly drowning in financial stress from those who actually sleep peacefully at night. That number is $10,000. Let me describe a scene you probably know too well. You're standing in a grocery store, doing mental math in your head. Generic cereal or name brand? Your friends text about dinner this weekend, and suddenly you're crafting an Oscar-worthy excuse because admitting that $25 would wreck your entire week feels humiliating. Every single purchase becomes a battlefield. Every unexpected expense feels like a bomb about to explode. But here's what nobody talks about. The worst part isn't the lack of money itself, it's the decision fatigue. You're making thousands of micro calculations every single day. Can I afford this coffee? Should I pay for premium gas? Is lunch out worth it today? Each tiny decision drains your mental battery. By evening, you're completely exhausted, not from working, but from constantly calculating survival. So why exactly $10,000? Why not $5,000 or $20,000? Here's the fascinating math behind it. This specific amount covers approximately 90% of all unexpected emergencies that financially destroy people. Car repairs? Usually $500 to $3,000. Medical emergencies without great insurance? Covered. Job loss? You've got 3 to 6 months of breathing room. This number isn't arbitrary. It's the threshold where you become practically immune to most financial disasters. Now here's where it gets scientifically wild. Neuroscientists discovered that financial security literally changes your brain chemistry. When you see that 5-figure balance for the first time, your cortisol levels, that's your stress hormone, actually drop. Your body physically relaxes. That check engine light that used to trigger panic, now it's just annoying. Same situation, completely different reaction. This isn't positive thinking, this is biology. But wait, the craziest part? Most people who save $10,000 never actually spend it on emergencies. Read that again. The money just sits there. So what's the point? The point is psychological armor. It's what experts call the emergency fund effect. Knowing you can handle disasters changes how you walk through life. You negotiate salaries differently. You walk away from bad deals. You take calculated risks that broke people simply cannot afford to take. Think about this scenario. A $2,000 certification program could boost your salary by $10,000 annually. Without savings, impossible dream. With your $10,000 foundation, obvious investment. A friend starts a promising business and needs a small investor. Without savings, you can only wish them luck. With savings, you have options. And having options versus having zero options, that's not just a financial difference, that's an entirely different life. Here's the secret that separates people who save from people who don't. It's not willpower, it's not income, it's identity. Most people treat saving like a crash diet, aggressive cuts, temporary suffering, inevitable burnout. But successful savers don't see it as sacrifice. They become someone who saves money. That identity shift is everything. When you are a saver, you spot opportunities to cut costs that you literally couldn't see before. Your brain rewires. And here's beautiful news about the process. Saving your first $1,000? Brutal. Requires serious lifestyle changes and constant discipline. Your second $1,000? Noticeably easier. By the time you're pushing towards $6,000 or $7,000, it feels almost automatic. The habits are built. The momentum is real. Your first $10,000 is the hardest money you'll ever save and the most valuable foundation you'll ever build. Someone once told me that the first time they walked into a grocery store after hitting $10,000 in savings, they almost cried. Not because they went crazy buying luxury items, but because they realized they could finally choose what they actually wanted to eat, not just what they could afford. That's a level of freedom most people don't even know they're missing until they feel it. Let's talk about something unexpected. Studies show that people with emergency funds report dramatically better sleep quality. Not slightly better, dramatically. Financial stress is one of the leading causes of insomnia. Remove that stress and your body finally relaxes at night. Your relationships improve because you're less irritable. You perform better at work because you're actually rested. One number in your bank account creates a health revolution you never anticipated. Now, if you're currently living paycheck to paycheck, $10,000 probably sounds impossible. But here's your reality check. The average person spends over $3,000 yearly on coffee, dining out, and random convenience purchases alone. Redirect just 1/3 of that, you hit $10,000 in under 3 years. I'm not saying never enjoy life. I'm saying most people have way more budget flexibility than they realize. It's not about income, it's about awareness. Here's the bottom line. $10,000 won't make you rich. You won't quit your job to become a professional beach volleyball player. But it gives you something priceless: breathing room. And breathing room is where every smart financial decision begins. When you stop gasping for air, you start thinking strategically. You notice the overpriced insurance. You spot the better phone plan. You see opportunities instead of just threats. The transformation that happens when you save your first $10,000 isn't really about the money. It's about becoming the type of person who has money saved. And that identity shift, that new version of you, creates ripple effects you can't even imagine right now. Better sleep, more confidence, stronger relationships, career opportunities you'd never have taken before. All from one decision to start building a foundation. If this video changed how you think about money, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. I break down the psychology of wealth, the mindset shifts that actually work, and the strategies that separate financially free people from everyone else. Drop a comment below. What's your biggest obstacle to saving right now? Let's figure it out together.